Alright, so welcome back to the Infernum mode mod, the mod that adds an extra difficulty layer to the Calamity mod. In today's video, we are taking on Cryogen and also the twins. You lot let me know that I should have a much easier time with Cryogen than Queen Slime. I have my fingers so tightly crossed right now. Listen, with how slow we're getting through these bosses, it's probably already Christmas. I hope you've all had a good 2024. Before we do any of that, I want to get a new set of armor, the Crystal Assassin armor, because I have a newfound love for this armor. I'll talk about it later, hopefully. So we're going to do Queen Slime one more time. Now, if this takes me 10 more hours, that's it. Infernum mode, donezo. All right, it's deleted. I'm never looking at it again. Hey, there we go. Not bad. Third attempt of today. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Okay, so opening it up. I just realized there is a chance that we don't get the helmet. We got the helmet. Okay, that's good. My day has been made. Yeah, I've really grown to like this. I used it to record the 1.4.5 twin spoiler, and it was really fun. And I did it in master mode. I had a really good time. So this gives set bonus, allows the ability to dash, and a 10% increased damage and critical strike chance. Now, I don't know if Calamity has affected this at all, but it's the dash. I think the dash is really cool. But then again, I don't know how this is going to work with this, because we already have such a good dashing accessory, but it frees up a dash. So it's like, well, it frees up an accessory slot. So, I mean, hopefully it's worth it. Now, I didn't get a lot of chance to actually sing Queen Slime's praises in the last episode, because of course I was having a pretty tough time with it. I really liked the fight. I love the music, I love the attacks, I think the lasers are especially cool, I love the bouncing slimes. So if I remember right, warp potions are absolutely essential for Cryogen. I still don't know what Infernum mode's going to do to it, but I want to make sure that I'm actually prepared. So what we want to make is the cryo key, and I can already make one. That's glorious. I love that. So having a little look at this then, I feel like here might just be the perfect area. Obviously, we could expand this out a little bit, but when I was making the Queen Slime arena, I basically just flattened this whole thing. So yeah, hopefully that's a good spot. Now, in terms of preparation, I'm not too sure what needs to be done. Are we using the right set of armor? Are we using the right weapon? I have no idea. I imagine, much like some of the other bosses that we've seen so far, we're just going to play this by feel and get an idea for the boss. That's what this mod is really about. It's about learning AI, and I am here for it. So I'm going to slap down some Nimbus rods, and yeah, we'll make this our first attempt. We've definitely got our warp potion. Let's go. Cryogen. Yay. I quite like Cryogen, just as a concept, as a boss. I've not fought him in a while. Funnily enough, the last Calamity series that we didn't do, well, that we didn't finish, it ended on Cryogen. So maybe I don't like it that much. Well, we'll see. Okay, so far, I'm sensing daggers. I'm also sensing that I'm not really hitting the boss as much as I probably should be. I think this is going to be I don't know, maybe an issue that probably will pop up throughout this adventure just in general. It might just be a case of, if there ever is a homing weapon, it might just be worth us crafting it. Because if you see this, I mean, you're probably watching closer than I am. I'm not hitting a lot. So there's blue columns on the floor that go up. There's the spikes that are just flying around. Gosh, I am doing no damage. Right now, I would say that I am solely moving... Well, I'm dead. I was mainly moving out of, like, just, you know, just move... I don't know how to explain it. So I just had a little look on the wiki at weapons, and the wiki is actually recommending the Poseidon, which is actually a drop from the giant clams in hard mode. Now, it seems like that weapon is homing, so I might go for that. I think if we go down, fight some giant clams, I think it'll probably be worth our while, because I think with that, we'll probably beat this boss a bit quicker. I think if I didn't have to focus so much on directly aiming and, you know, doing trigonometry with this thing, I actually think my muscle memory will guide me through those icicles. So I know not a lot of stuff in Terraria makes a whole lot of sense, like really break down the Eye of Cthulhu to me, but I do quite like that you can make it rain underwater. Like, what's that about? So we do have a giant clam. I am a little bit nervous for this, to be honest. I mean, I've never really been good at Giant Clam. And we do know that Infernum mode changes Giant Clam, or at least it did in pre-hard mode. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, this is probably going to be awful. This is going to be one of those things where I go, ah, yes, I'd really, really like to farm for that thing. And then it turns out that it's awful to farm for. Oh, yeah, okay. Ah, so they come side to side now, and they also move around in circles. And it... Great. Alright, so I think we have the weapon. Now, I'm going to be real with you. What began as a quick side quest to get a new weapon devolved into 3 hours of farming giant clams. Genuinely, right? I'm really bad at fighting giant clams, but I kind of took this fight as a bit of a mark of honor, right? We're playing the Infernum mod. Things are going to get really difficult, and this was entirely optional. I didn't need to turn my life into 3 hours of giant clams, but I thought if I'm really bad at it, I shouldn't skip it. I should just keep going because I've got to get good. And I'm hoping that that's going to pay off one day and we'll actually be able to finish this before Christmas 2024. That was grueling. It was gruelingly hard for no reason but for the fact that I'm just not good at it. Poseidon, you best be the best weapon I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, it's pretty good. I've had this before, I'm fairly certain. I'm fairly certain that I've actually tried this. It feels quite strange because it's now like the real episode can begin, but I've like spent a whole day just doing giant clams. So admittedly, my brain is a little mushy after all that giant clam farming. But we're going to do cryogen again and see if this new weapon makes a difference. I really, really think it will. I think this is going to change the game, even though we only fought it once. I think this is actually going to be, I think it's going to be good. I'm feeling very confident. Okay, let's go into it. I feel like my giant clam muscle memory is going to be the best thing any of you have ever seen. All right, any of the doubters, the haters, those that question my glorious Terraria ability. Oh my gosh, they're going to be so impressed with that giant clam story, and it's all going to be different, I'm telling you. Okay, all right, I should probably, like, shut up for a little bit and actually concentrate. Now, the thing is, because it was a while ago, I don't know how long or, like, how far we got into the fight. I think I'm a little further now, and that's good. So yeah, I don't know which points to really commentate. It might be a lot of the same, as in, you know, this fight just is this fight, and it's just going to keep cycling through its attacks until we win. If anything, like, really interesting happens, I'll get talking. Okay, well, okay, something's different. It's teleporting around. I can hear that it's spawning things. I don't know what it's spawning. I also don't know what to do during those moments of attackage. Okay, it really likes to move around, doesn't it? Ooh, okay. So there's quite a lot of projectiles now. So it looks like cryogen is actually getting quite low. If I can remain focused and keep this pace and momentum going, we might actually do it. I'm just trying to, like, get into the zone, the trance, and just, yeah, keep moving. This little sideways attack is kind of wild. I can't quite figure out what it's doing. I want to swap to the iCore. There you go. I don't know how far we are now. I'm not looking at the boss health bar, and I'm too scared. Okay, so it seems like when it does that, it fires things in a circle, and then they attack. I'm getting quite lucky with this side-to-side attack, because I genuinely don't know what it's even doing. Oh gosh, wow, we had loads left. Alright, there we go. Hell yeah. It's done. Wow. I gotta say for that one, speechless. Very speechless. That final phase, I just gotta say, in terms of, like, reviewing this on a fun level, it goes on way too long. I know it's for difficulty. I didn't enjoy it. It just went on too long. But not bad. That took us like, I don't know, like four attempts. Is that right? 4 or 5? Oh, I'm well happy. I'm well happy, right. Let me protect this person. I need them alive so that I can buy a few things. The Icicle Trident is a new weapon. I don't need this. Permafrost's Concoction. We'll buy that. They also sell super mana potions, which are very nice. So let's check out this weapon then. I saw this on the wiki. I knew that it came after Cryogen. It's okay. It's all right. I think this might be a good twins weapon. 89 versus 77. Yeah, it's definitely better. And this Concoction increases maximum mana by 15 and reduces mana cost by 15%. So this seems to do a lot. You will survive fatal damage and revive with 30% life on a 3-minute cooldown. You are encased in an ice barrier for 3 seconds when revived. So right now we are rocking the Brain of Confusion. Let's just get that out of there. Let's get this on. So next up we have to do a mechanical boss. I'm pretty nervous about this. I feel like the mechanical bosses are actually going to be awful. That's my early prediction for that. Oh yeah, the treasure bag. It gave us the Snowstorm Staff, which looks like this. 67% magic damage. Fires a snowflake that follows the mouse cursor. Okay. Lucky Soul of Cryogen. Counts as wings. Well, now this is really good. So I'm like, all right, what do we swap? Maybe the Bundle of Balloons. We also got the Cryo Stone. That's cool. The Frost Flare. All attacks and projectiles inflict frostbite. Immunity to frostbite, chilled and frozen. Being above 75% life grants 10% increased damage. Being below 25% life grants 20 defense. Gosh, that is really good as well. So I almost think maybe that. It's really hard. We're actually getting good stuff to work with now. So we are going to start with the twins, but I've made a promise to myself. If I really get stuck on this boss, I'll just move to a different mechanical boss. Now, I think the way it works is we need to take down one boss, and then that unlocks Mithril. So, like, if we do this, we at least know we've got an upgrade for the other two. But I've been doing a lot of the twins recently, just in, like, my own little personal project. So, I feel like muscle memory-wise, I might be best at this one. Although I really don't know. It's going to be very interesting. Maybe the Poseidon would be good against the Destroyer. I don't know. I'm fearful, but I'm also curious to see what it'll do to the twins. Like, will it make it so that they start in the second form? Will the second form just simply be worse? You know, where are they going with this? Are they going to say, hey, while you're fighting this, we're just going to implement a third phase? Oh, okay, right. I shall take... There's a slice of cake around here I really want. Slice of cake is great, by the way. 2 minutes of duration, but you get a sick little speed buff. Okay, slap down 2 of these. Now, just like before, I'll try my best to commentate, and then we'll, oh, okay. Okay, this is bad. Okay. Well, muscle memory won't help me now. Okay, this is a Poseidon job. It's definitely a Poseidon job. And then whatever attacks land. So what are we learning here? Oh, okay. So what we've learned is it's awful. That's really good to know. Now I'm really glad we figured that out so quick. So it looks like we're burning through the health pretty quick, which is interesting. But yeah, it seems like they have a variety of attacks that kind of span moving around you and staying parallel to the character. I don't know if that's the right word. To be honest, I'm surprised I can even speak. Because that's how bad this is. I think this is going to be... I don't know. I don't know if this is going to be a case of muscle memory. I think this is going to be a case of, like, getting lucky. And, I don't know. So it looks like... Oh, gosh. I feel really sluggish. I feel very, very slow. Having trouble dodging during the spin? Free can play that game. All right, okay. Well, I very quickly learned I'm not going to be able to commentate that fight. There's so much going on, but it's kind of glorious. It's really cool. It's a fight where there's a rhythm to the fight that your mind just kind of kicks into. So just then, I think we got it down to its like final phase, or maybe like I even beat one of them. So I don't think there's much more to go. But what a cool fight. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to obviously not talk over it, but I'll show you the fight, or as much as I can without it, you know, dragging a little bit. It's really cool. It's really, really cool. Oh, and for a little bit of context, that fight that we just lost on, that was only my 3rd attempt. So, yeah, I'm feeling really good about this one. Hopefully that wasn't a fluke. What? Whoa, I haven't seen this before. I didn't even know you could do this. What? Oh. Wow. Okay. Okay. First off, I never want to talk about the twins ever again. Right? I thought I was close to beating that boss about 4 hours ago. So, let me explain what just happened, right? Or let me explain the past 4 hours. So, for 4 hours, I've been stuck on the final form of Retinazer, or the red one, right? It has a final attack that I cannot rack my brain around. And I've gotten so good at this fight, because I keep dying in the final phase, that I managed to basically no-hit the boss just then, kill it so quick, I actually got Spasmatism instead, which is the green one. So I've never seen the final form of Spasmatism, because that never happened to me. So I didn't know what to do. But it's so much easier than Retinazer. Wow. I don't know if that final Berserk phase for Retinazer is good, or I'm really bad at it. But I put in the hours with that one. To win that way, very, very shocking. Very, very shocking indeed. Okay, right. Oh, gosh, I am so glad that's done. I cannot stand that boss anymore. But the actual boss itself, until the final form, really fun. I thought it was sick. I loved it. I loved learning the AI. All around good boss. Wow. This was not the episode I was expecting today. I was never, ever expecting to win like that. Okay, so opening this up. Bam. What do we get? We got a Souls of Sight. We got a mask. We got a mechanical wheel piece. Grubby is no longer after you. Your world has been blessed with Mithril and Orichalcum. Yeah, so we can now make the next tier of ore. All right, that's it. See you in the next one. Peace.